Today we're going to be going over the UFC beef between Ilia Topuria, Justin Gaethje, and Sean Strickland. We're going to start where it all started with Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria, and then move on to Sean Strickland. We'll be going over their tweets, new UFC interview, and Sean Strickland talking about Justin Gaethje, and also mentioning that the Whitehouse fight might be canceled. All right, we're going to start where it started. Justin Gaethje talking about Topuria in an interview. Justin Gaethje goes on and says Topuria is a gimmick. He thinks he's a god, an annoying little bastard, and I couldn't imagine being in with him for 30 minutes listening to him talk about himself. I would leave him too. No way I would put up with this shit. In reference to Ilia Topuria's wife and their messy divorce a couple months ago that made him go on leave, that gave Justin Gaethje the opportunity to become the interim champion of the world. Ilia Topuria's messy divorce that just happened. So he's trying to definitely get into Ilia Topuria's head with this, because that is a nasty thing to say, and it's good trash talk building the fight. And Ilia Topuria was not happy with this at all. He said, "You just crossed a line. What happened between me and my ex-wife was our business. We may no longer be together, but she's still the mother of my daughter. To everyone insulting her and speaking things they don't know about, show some respect." And then Justin Gaethje goes to respond to that as, "Proving my point, you insufferable little bitch boy. Never said a thing about your wife. You want to speak words to my father, then act like I crossed some line? We were already fighting, buddy." So Justin Gaethje is also angry at Ilia Topuria because Justin Gaethje's father had an off comment while talking and with Justin Gaethje and drinking a beer, saying that Ilia Topuria would get slept by Justin Gaethje. You know, normal fatherly support, you would think. But no, Ilia Topuria does not take this okay. And as a god that he thinks he is, he says, "You could have kept your father out of this. He was the one calling me a short guy and saying you'd smash me, all the while holding a beer in his hand. Then you start talking about my divorce and telling the world you wouldn't want to be my roommate. Idiot. First, we're fighting, not dating. Second, I'm not looking for a roommate. But when I put you to sleep and you're lying there next to the rose, I'll look at your father and ask him one simple question. Who's the short one now?" That's very cringe, but, you know, I'm not looking for a roommate is actually pretty funny. But Ilia Topuria is not happy with Justin Gaethje's father saying all of these things. And he has this gimmick, if you don't know, that every time he knocks someone out, he gives him a rose. He's been throwing a funeral for Justin Gaethje with a white rose. And it's this real weird thing he's been doing. And he's really confident that he's going to knock out Justin Gaethje, the Whitehouse, in the first round. And from this new interview, I think that Justin Gaethje also might be confident that Ilia Topuria knocks him out in the first round. Let's go look at that real quick. We're going to start at 117.
And this guy's
I'm not
trying to
gonna
fight
take
me
anything
beat me
personal
up.
from you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I like
Don't
this.
worry.
Okay, I like what we're
And
doing here.
I find the first difference here is that you are gonna try to hurt me, and I'm actually gonna hurt you.
Okay,
That's the difference between me and you. You are gonna try to do something, and I'm
Now look back at that. Justin Gaethje is agreeing. Look at him.
gonna hurt you.
Okay,
That's
I like
the difference between me and you. You are gonna try to do something, and I'm
gonna hurt you. Yeah, you're gonna hurt me. What is this confidence from Justin Gaethje? He may have been hit a few times too hard. He agreed with Ilia Topuria with the You're gonna hurt me? Yeah, so I think they're both confident that Topuria is gonna knock him out. But Gaethje is a 5-1 underdog going into this fight. He mentions it in the interview as well, talking about it. That's really bad for Justin Gaethje right there. But he's thrived as an underdog. We'll go back into that later. Justin Gaethje gave a snide remark at Topuria. 1 second. Here we go.
that's what I'm hearing right
He's
there,
a
Justin.
narcissist and believes everything he says. He sits around and smells his own farts, and he thinks he's God. He's human, just like me. I'm gonna.
See, Justin Gaethje is going back into this statement where he says Topuria thinks he's God. Topuria has this ego where even he puts in his Twitter bio that he's won the fight before he's even won it. And Justin Gaethje is really against that right now. He's saying by sniffing his own farts. And it really got Topuria. You can see with his mobster hair and his bags under his eyes. He's not looking happy about that comment at all. But we remember in Justin Gaethje's last fight, the same thing happened with Paddy Pimblett as well, where he counted Justin out completely. We can get to that in 1 second at 3:25 of the interview. Here we go.
I didn't
I love
count you out
peace.
at all. That's why I trained my ass
I
off.
love
Yeah,
these
yeah.
situations. That's
But
what I love.
but
I love these situations. I love you knowing that you're gonna knock me out because when it goes to the second round, it goes to the third round, you're gonna be like, oh, I talked all this shit. I'm
bro,
gonna
there's
finish
never gonna
it.
be a second or third round. That's not gonna happen.
Okay.
You know, that's not
Agrees
gonna
again.
happen.
You
I'm
see
gonna
his
knock you
eyes.
You're
out
gonna
in
look
the
Yeah.
stupid when we get
first
there.
round.
You're gonna
What
look
do you
stupid when we
think?
get there.
Okay.
And then
Like,
But Justin Gaethje is saying again that he loves when people talk like this. Paddy Pimblett counted Justin Gaethje out of the fight. He said that Justin Gaethje is an old man. He's going to beat him. And Justin Gaethje said the exact same words. I love when they say this because they have no idea what's coming for them. He said that against Paddy, and he actually pulled it off against Paddy. Strickland beat Hamzat. You know, Justin Gaethje is coming in this fight. Topuria has counted him out completely. Justin's a bigger dude. So we're going to see this. Justin Gaethje's really confident when Topuria says this kind of stuff. And it goes back into it, this ego thing. You go to 10:22, and everyone's glazing Ilia this entire interview, including Ilia, Gaethje, and the guy interviewing. So we're going to go 10:22, and they're calling him Mr. King. Hold on. And Topuria, I think he's aroused by it too. You can see in his face. It might be a Jones type situation.
in there that there's no people, there's no lights. It's just me and Mr. King over here,
Look at that.
trying to
I
fuck
love
each
the
other
fact
up.
that you're calling me king.
Oh yeah,
I
see,
love
you're a
the fact that
narcissist.
you
I ain't
already
calling you a
assumed
king.
that. I love it.
Kind of my fault, I think, because I said it, and then Gates. That's on
No,
me,
he's a
Justin.
fucking
That's
bitch.
fucking on me.
He's a fucking
I
bitch.
I just want
You
to
are
pump up
already
his
on there,
ego
boy.
because he's so
You
full
are
of
already
shit.
on there.
How about you,
So
King.
full
You're
of shit.
king.
This
Mi-
guy's
You're
so full
king.
of shit.
Mr. King, at the president's house, the White House, have you done any thought or preparation for the surroundings, for the area? This is obviously good.
And they go in and talk about how the White House is going to be outside. There's not going to be a huge crowd and how that adjustment's going to be made. But again, Justin Gaethje just keeps talking about how Ilia Topuria thinks he's a god. And Ilia Topuria might actually think this way. I'm not sure if this is a performance at this point because every word that he says it. He's like the most amazing fighter, in which he does back it up. He's knocked out 3 legends in a row. We can't forget that with Volkanovski, Holloway, and Charles Oliveira. 3 very impressive wins. Justin Gaethje does have the power, though, and Ilia Topuria is vulnerable to those head kicks. We're moving on. So Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria, this just happened about an hour ago. The beef is still building. I'm really excited for the press conference at the Lincoln Memorial. We'll see what goes on. We'll see if the trash talk continues. If they mention family anymore, I would love to see it. Moving on to the next one. Sean Strickland versus Justin Gaethje beef. I know you've seen it online. It's huge right now. Sean Strickland mentions the fights and Justin Gaethje within a couple posts. And Justin Gaethje responds. It gets to him. He goes, "Shut the fuck up, loser. Keep my name out of your mouth." And this guy, I don't know this guy's. But well, I was rooting for you, but I didn't realize you were a MAGA retard. And then Justin Gaethje goes, "I'm American, bitch. I don't need your want or a coward support. You and Sean are relentlessly dumb as fuck." And Sean Strickland replies, "You're a good guy. Time to switch your flag." And you have this down here. Sean Strickland had a problem with this, and he responds again. "If being a spineless bitch makes you a good American, you can have that title. Eat your goy slop. Do me a favor and switch your flag. 5 to 15K cost to every hardworking American not getting paid millions. 13 dead Americans for Israel. Traitor," he says to him. So the beef is going deep. Sean Strickland, as you might know, has not been invited to the White House event because of the things he said before, trashing the White House, trashing some political figures as well. So he's not going to the White House. And he says he's going to protest out the White House as well. And him and Justin Gaethje are getting into it as well. So Justin Gaethje is being completely flamed online. If you haven't seen the big things, Justin Gaethje or Justin Jugothi, like so many things about that. Justin Gaethje is being memed online the entire right now. I can't really scroll down. There's some images that I can't show. But yeah, they're going into it hard right now. Sean Strickland calling Justin Gaethje an Israeli spy and stuff like that. It's getting real deep, and Justin Gaethje is getting flamed online, but it makes the fight huge. Sean Strickland has no stake in this fight at all, but this fight is getting humongous because of it. Thank you, Sean Strickland. And for the last thing for the video, is the White House has a 65% chance of rain and they're getting sued. I hope it doesn't cancel or get pushed back. This event will happen, but 65% chance of rain is really rough going into it. The quad's completely built. I think it looks awesome. But the White House event might get canceled due to rain. And this is going to be really rough going into it. But that's the recap of all the beef. And see you in the next video. Thank you. Have a good night.